Hi, this is Dave Anderson with TNG. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had the chance to talk to some of our alumni about their time with TNG, and specifically about their job search, the tips, the tricks that worked for them, and some of the surprises they ran into. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, especially if you're a mid-career professional who is in their own job search, I hope you'll take a look. And if there's anything we can do, please visit us at www.tngindy.com. Well, and you're in an interesting niche, in that you have been at a very high level in operations and management and safety, and you've actually had some pretty remarkable elements to your career. So tell me how going through this process of finding a job, not on the front end, but a little bit more towards the end, was impacted you in terms of, maybe how you processed it when it first happened, and kind of your approach to move into that next level.
Well, 10 years ago, it's interesting. 10 years ago, when you're in your early 40s or even your late 30s, early 40s, it was still a matter of getting hooked up with a recruiter. They had jobs. You get multiple offers. You land. Especially when you have a strong background in manufacturing operations and automotive, and had done a couple of plant startups, consolidations, and company transformations. And it was, in essence, almost like easy pickings at that time. Fast forward, with the recent, when COVID-19 hit, the job search, a combination with that, and the fact is I'm 54 now. I've accumulated an additional 10 years of skill sets. All of a sudden, what I thought was marketable to these, what I call easy picking opportunities, obvious that, when I see the advertisements, I should be an obvious choice, at least have that first call. That I'd be getting that call, at least having those first interviews. Crickets. And one of the things that Tracy Coleman, when I introduced to you guys, and I thought, this is interesting, an interesting approach, where you've got a group of people of a similar age set at a similar point professionally in their careers. A lot different than newbies, obviously, having coming in with a different, very highly skilled, up on the latest technologies, such as these Zooms and the Microsoft Teams, and utilizing the latest technologies, and talking things like not even beyond Six Sigma, talking about data analytics now and things like that. We have these skill sets, and we're ready to get to work. And so what's interesting this time is that the tools to do the search and the changes that do the searches have shifted. You have to have a cover letter. You have to identify, your strengths against the job descriptions. Key. You have to have you have to have a marketing plan. You got to know who you're going to be trying to contact. And it's going to be that one-on-one contact piece is extremely important. Answering ads is a thing of the past, especially when we get to this point in our lives. We have to make those connections. And the last piece is the resume may, in essence, almost becomes secondary. Everyone has one. You're expected to have one. Make sure that the spelling's correct. You want to update it to make sure that you're hitting the points of, these are my accomplishments. These are the dollars that I saved, and such. So it's really about developing those, new relationships, and also being cognizant when you present this podcast, also being cognizant about that even though you're working within the four walls of an organization, it's very important to try to maintain and push those boundaries, to meet people, do those meetups and such. And so I think that the TNG Indianapolis program is one of the best in the country, because not only does it prepare you to look for your job, it also helps prepare you to invest in yourself, to focus on the balance of your career. Do you necessarily expect your next job in your 50s to last 10 years? Great if it does. And if it doesn't, you know that you've got multiple opportunities and got another set of skills from which to work from. Things like even beyond the LinkedIn. How do you leverage LinkedIn? All those are covered in this, and I think I'm really excited about having the opportunity. And I also, it gave me a chance with the program to bounce some ideas off in a very safe environment.
Well,
I could be the village idiot with the group of folks, ask the dumb questions, and get honest feedback, and that's in a very safe environment.